Good morning on this Tuesday, April the 27th, 2021. Oh, wow, I'm getting way ahead of myself. But let it be known, we always talk about how enthusiastic we are about a particular broadcast, but we are no more enthusiastic than we are about this morning when we talk about Black excellence. Three, triplets, if you will. They are triplets, graduated from Grambling State University last week, and we have them each on this morning. We are looking forward to that. But first, let us bring on our president and CEO, Dr. Ben Chavis. Good morning, Dr. Chavis.
Good morning, Stacy. On behalf of the National Newspaper Publishers Association, the Black Press of America, Karen Carter Richards, our chair, and all of the 230 African-American owned newspapers and media companies across the United States, we welcome everybody to this morning's Let It Be Known.
Absolutely, Dr. Chavis, and it is a great morning this morning. And first, we'll start with the news before we get to the Wilson Brothers. Dr. Chavis, the National Organization of Black Law Enforcement Executives, or NOBLE, is saluting the District of Columbia National Guard Major General William J. Walker, who was sworn in as the 38th Sergeant at Arms for the U.S. House. His appointment marks the first time an African American serves as the House's top law enforcement officer. The role of Sergeant at Arms is foundational to the functioning of Congress, stated House Speaker Nancy Pelosi. And since the earliest days of the founding, the Sergeant at Arms has the essential responsibility of securing the people's house and ensuring that it can continue to perform its constitutional duty of serving the American people and advancing democracy. So congratulations, Dr. Chavis, to Major General William Walker.
Absolutely. It's a great historic day. And of course, it just shows that once again that the Biden-Harris administration, but now Speaker of the House Pelosi, is not only talking about diversity and inclusion, but they're practicing it. Remember, she asked General Honoré from Louisiana to help give guidance to making that a secure perimeter around the Capitol. Now, with the Sergeant of Arms going to this distinguished African-American military leader, I believe that anybody that tries another January the 6th attack on U.S. Capitol, they're going to come in for a rude awakening.
Yeah, absolutely. And Dr. Chavis, African-American police officers made more than 15 fewer stops, about 2 fewer arrests on average than their white counterparts, according to a new study. The study revealed that throughout 100 shifts, African-American officers used force 0.1 fewer times. The numbers correspond to 29% reduction in stops, 21% reduction in arrests, and 32% reduction in force among Black officers than the average enforcement rates among their white peers. So this study it also mentions in this study, Dr. Chavis, that Hispanic officers and women officers use less force than white officers and make stops less than white officers, showing that they are examples of policing.
Absolutely. Again, the demographics are changing. You know, the census report is coming out this week. It shows that there are more African Americans, more Latinx, more Asian and Pacific Islanders, more Native Americans. The country is rapidly becoming brown, Black and brown, and all of the institutions, the police, the courts, the Congress, the city councils, the county commissioners, the mayors, the governors, all these positions should reflect greater diversity, greater inclusion. And I just want to give a shout out to the city of Newark. And last year, not one gunshot has been fired by police officers in Newark. Can you believe that? So it's because of the leadership of Mayor Roz Baraka and the police chief of Newark. They have they've had a cultural change, not just a leadership change, but a culture change within the department. And of course, if you look at what's going on in North Carolina, if you look at what's going on in Minneapolis or Kentucky or other states where police brutality, racially motivated police brutality is still rampant, we know what some of these solutions are. So we thank Noble for putting that report out the National Organization of Black Law Enforcement Executives, very closely aligned with the NNPA.
Yeah, and it's not just a small sample, too, Dr. Chavis. Just to highlight, in total, the researchers examined almost 3 million officer shifts and 1.6 million enforcement activities performed by nearly 7,000 officers over a 4-year period. So they looked at how officers at different backgrounds behaved while patrolling the same neighborhood at the same time of day of week, month, and year. So it's a very comprehensive report, and you can read more about it at blackpressusa.com. Also this morning, on April 15th, 3 brothers graduated from Grambling State University. They were born on the same day, just minutes apart. This morning, we welcome Stephon, and Stevie Wilson. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Good morning. Congratulations. We're so proud of you. I know your family is proud. 3 strong brothers. Man, that's great. It's great news. And Grambling State University is one of our historic Black colleges and universities in the great state of Louisiana. And Grambling not only has a great football team, but Grambling has a great academic program. So we salute you and congratulations on your graduation.
Thank you.
Yeah. So if you will, each one of you introduce yourselves and tell us what you majored in and what are your plans. So we'll start, you guys start left to right.
Oh, okay. So my name is Stephon Wilson, and I graduated in business management and computer information systems with a minor in accounting. And I currently work with the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation out of Dallas, Texas.
Great.
Good morning. I am Stephon Wilson, and I majored in biological with a concentration in pre-health. And my plans currently now is preparing for medical school by doing getting more clinical experience, but as well, I'm applying for the MCAT and preparing for the next phases of medical school, while also interning for the House Democratic Caucus under the House of Representatives and Chairman Hakeem Jeffries.
Oh, great. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Stevie Wilson. I'm a graduating senior, and my major is biological science. And what I'm hoping to do is pre-med health right now. And so after that, I plan to go into medical school. So now I'm doing the University of Miami MCAT prep program. And then after that, I plan to apply the next cycle to become a physician radiologist.
Wow, this is awesome.
Congratulations. That's so great.
Yeah. And so you guys, you graduated, you went to Grambling together, you graduated Grambling together, no doubt. You've done so much together. So what is it going to be like now that you guys are going into your careers and Stevie's case, even more education? What is that going to be like?
It's going to be different. I've already started trying to ease away. I've already started trying to ease away and just start working. But it's going to be much different because the fact that we've been together all the time. And it's at this time where, you know, we can't all stay together at once. But someone was telling me that what's going to end up happening is I'm going to move first. They're going to move to the same exact city that I moved to, which I don't know. It may happen, it may not. But it's going to be different.
And Steven is looking like, well, I don't know about that.
Well, I think that, you know, it's going to be a very bittersweet moment, being the fact that, you know, we've been together since kindergarten, elementary, high school, college. However, you know, through the different programs that we take on, especially Stephon going to Dallas, and, you know, Stevie going to Miami for some time, you know, I feel like we'll probably go 3 different ways due to, you know, medical school. However, I feel like at some point in time, we may be back up and be in the same location. However, I don't. But I know that if it is, you know, by chance that we do go 3 different ways, we know that we were trained and led in the right way by God. he ordered our steps, and we're brought up in the right way. And so we won't, forget that, as well when making those decisions.
Yeah. And you mentioned being brought up in the right way. Tell us about those family dinners. You guys had different majors. Who dominated the conversation?
Probably me, because I talked a lot about finance. I was just talking yesterday about, hey, whatever extra change you have, you need to go ahead and start looking to certificate deposits and money market accounts, so you can make some extra money and even invest in stock. And it's just so much money that you can earn that, if you use your mind smarter and start investing and stuff, just think about how your money can grow. And over years, as we're going through this difficult time, it may be easier to go ahead and invest in stock, because once we get out of this pandemic, stock market is gonna be back up and popping. And so I've been telling my brother's family, hey, go ahead, start investing. Put some money in a CD or in a money market account, and let it earn interest.
Wow, we are talking with the Wilson brothers, Stephon, Stephen, and Stevie, Grambling State University graduates. They're triplets, and they're talking their careers and their life with us at the Black Press. Dr. Chavis, we hear Stephon talk about joining the FDIC, and we hear him talking about investing. I'm sure that's refreshing for an OG like yourself to hear a young brother talk about investing.
Oh, absolutely. And that's a good segue. Stacy, I wanted to ask the Wilson brothers, what is your message? You're three young black males, three young black men. You see what's happening with young black men across America, and black women too, but particularly young black males. And you've been successful. And salute to your mother, your parents, your family. I know it's a great achievement to have the three of you graduate at the same time from Grambling State University. But my question this morning, millions of people are watching this program. What is your message to young black males about the importance of education and striving for excellence?
Well, as far as, striving for excellence, coming from the city that we currently live in, you don't have I wouldn't say too many people, that went to college. However, we're that advocate in our city to ensure, and help the youth understand that there is, a way out. And so that way out would be, completing high school. You may not have to go to college. However, want to show, people and students in the community that, hey, you can be successful. The ones that go to college, you can do it. It says the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. And so we want to set that standard for our city and let, the youth know, not even in our city, but in, different communities, that it can be done and it can be achieved.
And great. You have a great role model.
What Stephen said was also, we got these black men, they may not be doing anything right now. There's still time in life where you can be somebody. The biggest thing is focus on yourself. You don't have to follow everybody with their steps. Be who you want to be and step out on faith. Once you step out on faith, God got your back. It was many nights where I would be up late at night because I had so many roles, and just through the grace of God, I was able to make it through college, able to get a full-time job, able to make connections, travel for the university. It's just keep your faith with God, and God gonna lead you in the right direction.
And also not giving up on yourself, and you truly believe in having that self-confidence that I can do it, I can make it, I can reach the next level of my career. I can be that some person. I can be that somebody in life.
And the last word I'm gonna say, don't let nobody tell you what you can't do until you try it on your own.
Words of wisdom from these graduates. Wow. And so I know the last year of school, since the pandemic, I can't say I know because I don't know what Grambling, what you guys did at Grambling. Was it virtual? And if so, tell us a little bit about the challenges you might have had virtually.
So school was virtual. So some of the challenges,
Well, one challenge was as far as like trying to get that face-to-face interaction with different professors. Like when there was a problem with an assignment, it was very, very difficult and kind of hard trying to get that one-on-one interaction and get the best explanation of how to figure out how to go about that answer or that question that you may have a problem with. So that was one of the major challenges, and also with because we've been since the fall, we've had a pretty hectic semester with the hurricane, with everything going on, and the when the hurricane happened, there's no Wi-Fi, so we kind of had to come up with a plan B, and so we kind of had to depend on ourselves and try to figure out how to get through this and try to figure out how to do all those assignments and get them in turned in on time.
Yeah, and so to piggyback off of, what he said, I can say it was a curse, but it was a blessing as well, because of course, around the world you had a lot of, institutions stuck in, hey, we can't advance, the technology on university campuses. However, I feel like the blessing and the good part about it was that it brung just that part out with, the technology part of it. And so as well, it opened up a lot of opportunities for students as far as, virtual internships and virtual fellowships, being able to work from home and as well do school from home. That was the blessing part about it. However, the curse part about it was, the pandemic, which is such a bad thing with millions of people, losing their lives to this novel coronavirus.
So as me as the last one, because they just went in order. I thought it was flexible. It gave us an opportunity to, do schooling wherever, but also as what Steven said, with internet issues. Recently, Louisiana, we got hit with a hurricane, and it was at the point where we didn't have lights, electricity, or water for it was like a week. And so we were out of school for almost 2 weeks, and it was hard. So the university had to allow us to be able to make up assignments and stuff. But I can say doing online classes it's all right, but I would rather do it in person.
Yeah, absolutely. I recall years ago when I first went to college, and the first thing it was an English professor said, he told the class, he says, some of you will graduate, some of you will graduate on time, and some of you are here just to look for a spouse. So he's talking about how he's talking about all of the distractions. And I know Grambling State has a lot going on. How do you stay focused?
Ooh. Well, the thing about it is staying focused. Okay. The university, they got all these events going on, and you have all these homework assignments. You have to prioritize. Okay. Well, they having Spring Fest this Saturday, and they just put all these homework assignments on me. Which one I'm gonna do? Well, the thing about it is that with me being organized and stuff, okay, I need to go ahead and plan out what I'm gonna do each day this week so that I can make this concert on Saturday. So it's all about planning, putting your schedule together, and making sure that, hey, I'm going to this concert, but first, my schoolwork comes first.
Wow.
Yes, and so your question brings me to the statement that our president would always say, by the author Stephen Covey, start with the beginning in mind. And so that was the common goal once we got on the college campus. However, me, Stephon, serving in the Student Government Association during our tenure at Grambling State University, and Stevie serving in the world famed Tiger Marching Band, it was a lot of nights, a lot of times that we had to prioritize our work. college is what you make it. And so you can go and have all the fun that you want. You can make college a living hell, or you can make college some of the best days of your life. However, with us prioritizing and putting our schoolwork first, this is what got us to where we are now.
And also it's having that mindset and you having goals and you fulfilling those goals during those weekends. Because that's what I kind of do. I kind of set out goals, and actually with those goals, I use that as what I do by day. And once I fulfill those goals, I give myself an award for fulfilling those goals.
Wow, it's amazing. Mark Campbell, one of our viewers, we appreciate you, Mark. Mark's talking about, he says this is a major plus of checking out the show when possible. With so much negative stuff on the web, I know I can get a dose of positivity to absorb from it. Thanks for exposing the good things that otherwise don't get exposed to the Black public. And you guys, as we said at the top, are certainly Black excellence. Take us back April 15th. What was that like for each of you walking across that stage and receiving your degrees?
Oh, okay, I'll go first. So it was, I was excited. When they called my name, I was like, I tried not to think about it because I was going to cry tears of joy because it's been a long time coming. I mean, I have done so much for the university that it was time to let everything go and walk across the stage and just say thank you, God, for allowing me to make it and be successful.
Yes, and so it was very, a bittersweet moment. Being so connected to, students, some of the administration and faculty, but as well, the professors, because on campus at Grambling State University, they follow the model, the true place where everybody is somebody. And so within those 4 years, they instilled in us just that inside and outside the classroom by making, the university feel like the home away from home. And so, walking across that, is bittersweet. You're seeing the professors and just knowing that, I'm getting ready to start that next phase of my life.
So for me, it kind of felt like a relief because I put a lot of hard work and dedication into my education and a lot of late nights and stuff. And it felt so amazing to know that I was able to hit that finish line and go walk that stage. It was just an awesome experience.
Wow. Dr. Chavis, I'm sure you want to jump in here.
Well, again, the Wilson Brothers are great role models for all of our young people. Can you comment about the importance of HBCUs? There are a lot of people who try to play down the significance of historically Black colleges and universities. But for you, you said you worked at the university, you got involved with some of the extracurricular activities, but you also stayed focused on putting your college education first. To talk about your overall experience at an HBCU.
Well, what I can say about an HBCU, well, the first thing that I want to let everybody know is my first choice wasn't an HBCU. But my parents told me, they was like, try it out first. And if you don't like it, you can transfer to the school next door. I was like, okay. Got to having a great experience, learned so much history about Grambling State University, African American, how we got here, that I never learned in high school. And so it was at the point where I got to enjoy my time at Grambling. Grambling offered me opportunities to travel. I traveled with the president, President Gallo, for Chicago, and I just had an overall great experience. The teachers at Grambling care about you, and they're gonna work with you. Either working like me, I worked in the semester for FDIC, and they work with me. They said we'll work with you to get around classes and work. And so HBCUs are important today because it's so much opportunity, especially Thurgood Marshall College Fund. I served as a student ambassador. They're looking for African American students to send them to Washington, D.C. for the Leadership Institute so that they can have opportunities with big Fortune 500 companies and bigger companies like Apple, American Airlines, the NBA, the NFL, big name companies looking for HBCU students.
Yes, and so piggyback off of what he said, going to HBCU, there is no other experience than going to HBCU. The networks, the opportunities, it's there. The tools are right there. They have it right there waiting for you. Me serving, in several capacities within, the Student Government Association, but as well SGA president at Grambling State University. I had a lot of opportunities. No, I didn't get to meet Beyonce. However, I did get to go and meet Magic Johnson whenever we signed our partnership with Sodexo Magic in California. Got to meet, AT&T executive, got to meet Queen Esther Parker. It's so many different names that I can name that I met on that college campus. And so it's just the opportunities and networks so that when you leave, they ensure that you have the tools of the trade when making your next steps for your career.
Well, I say it's a good thing to attend the HBCU. I mean, you're able to thrive, you're able to be excellent, you're able to be yourself. You're not just know anybody. You're not a stranger. It's like you're a family, and everybody knows everybody. And it's a great opportunity, great experience to get fair education, to get the equal opportunities, and to travel among your wildest dreams. You can go anywhere with the HBCU and be anything, including a doctor, maybe a lawyer, whatever it may be. You can be it at an HBCU. And so that's mine.
Well, we are certainly here at the Black Press and the National Newspaper Publishers Association big fans of our nation's HBCUs. We really appreciate the Wilson triplets, Stephon, Stephen, and Stevie. Great example. We will be following you guys. You can best believe this is not the last you're going to hear from the Black Press of America. Dr. Chavis, your closing thoughts?
Yes. We were going to follow you and support you. I want you to know that the Black Press of America, we salute you, the Wilson brothers. I know we're a little bit over time, but I do want you to say something about your parents. I know they worked hard also to contribute to getting you where you are in life. Tell us the importance, in your own words, of Black family.
Black family is important. It's always good to have your mother and your father in your life. They brought us together everywhere we went. They made sure we was taken care of. And so, the biggest thing is always support your parents, listen to what they say, because they're gonna try to lead you in the right direction.
It's 7 o'clock.
And so that's all I have to say.
Yes, and so the importance, the parent piece is, we had, the mother and the father there, to push us to strive and say, hey, you can do it. Praying for us every night, helping us, late phone calls, when things got tough. However, we also had, a praying family, a praying church family, that was behind us, pushing us, wanting us to succeed, and just being there for us, along our journey and career during and getting our education.
Well, to piggyback off him, it takes a village to raise a child. And so with our parents, that support system that's what helped guided us, and having that strong person that says, you can get here, you can do it. I'm not backing down. I'm going to continue to press and push you to your fullest potential. And that's why I say that parents are essential. Parents are the ones who make us who we are today.
Absolutely. Again, extremely well said. Stephon, Stephen, and Stevie Wilson, graduates of Grambling State University. Congratulations, guys. Congratulations to your families. You guys are going to be a hard act to follow, but tomorrow we will have two guests to try and follow you guys. Imani Countess of the U.S. Africa Bridge Building Project and Michelle Shipp of Major League Baseball will join us tomorrow morning. Let it be known, remember, in the words of Booker T. Washington, you can't hold a man down without staying down with him. And don't forget, too, it's not too early to register for the National Newspaper Publishers Association's annual summer convention, which is held virtually this year, and it's free. Register at www.nnppa.org. www.virtualnnpa2021.com. Again, virtualnnpa2021.com. Register now, and we will see you tomorrow.